All right, it looks like we are live, and welcome everybody into the final game of our triple header here on the Mind Sculptors for Major League Commander Week 3. I'm Callahan, and our four players today from the CEDH Nexus is Higher. He's going first and is going to be playing JORN STAX. Going second from the Reflecting Pool is Flash Andretti, playing KAALIA RAZAKETH. Going third, one of my fellow Sculpty boys, is Phoenix, playing KESS Midrange. And going last is going to be from the Lab Maniacs, the godfather of pretty much most of CEDH, if you ask me, Cameron, playing INALLA Wizard combo. So we've got those four. We've resolved mulligans. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer. Gentlemen, you have an hour and 40 minutes, and you may begin.
Any pre-games from anybody?
I do have a pregame.
Sweet.
Here we go.
Get them, big guy. Show me your pregame. I was hoping for a ley line of anticipation.
Nope, that is a Gemstone Caverns exiling a Mox Opal.
Awesome. I'll go to my draw. Upkeep. Here we go. Alrighty then. I'm gonna play me a snow-covered island. You can tell it's snow-covered island with a sweet S. Then I'm gonna cast a Mox Diamond. I will pitch another snow-covered island. I'll cast a Chrome Mox, exiling a Gilded Drake, because I do not think your creatures are going to help me right now, because everyone's going to go faster than I can. And then I'm going to tap 3, 2 blue and purple, to cast a Spellseeker.
All right.
Yeah, no response to Spellseeker.
I think you've got a Spellseeker.
Solid. Spellseeker is gonna grab me. I thought about this for so long, and I still haven't. I don't think I have an answer. I think I'm gonna get a Vampiric Tutor. Vampiric Tutor.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
All right. Do you have anything else you want to do in your turn?
That'll be it. That'll be it. Pass turn.
I'm gonna draw a card. Let's get it cracking. All right. So I'm gonna start off with playing a Badlands. All right. Then I'm going to tap this bad boy for black. And after that, I am going to play and cast an Imperial Seal.
Mm-hmm.
No response from me.
Fine by me.
Artist Proof Edition. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The intense silence.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's the one thing about playing in this kind of environment is like everyone's like, let's play as tight as we can play. It's like, well, we're still playing a game. We're still.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
The silence, like we're just the first turn, especially like the first round, everybody's just like, okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. This is what my plan is.
Yeah, like Flash, is that all you got, bud?
And last thing.
Make sure to lose your T life.
Yeah, you've lost 2.
Oh yeah, lost 2. Need to do that first before I do anything. There we go. 2 life lost, and I'm going to pass the turn.
Okay, we'll draw for turn. All right. I think that changes too much, so I'm gonna play Ancient Tomb as my land for turn. Okay, then I'm gonna cast a Mox Diamond. Mox Diamond trigger, I will discard this Misty Rainforest.
Mm-hmm.
And with my Mox Diamond and Ancient Tomb, pick 2, I will cast this JVP.
Oh man, I thought for sure it was a wheel. I was like,
JVP is fine by me.
yeah, I'm down to.
And I will then pass the turn.
On your end step, I would like to Mystical Tutor.
Fine with me.
Is that good?
Give him. I want the card you tutor for to be like terrifying. Dark Ritual is pretty terrifying.
That's pretty
Okay,
terrifying.
that is terrifying. Holy
That's
crap.
pretty terrifying. Trying to see this turn 1 Adnos. I'm about it. I'm about it.
He's about that life now. Don't test him.
Hey, listen. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Let me just double check something real quick. All right. Yeah. All right. We're good. Untap.
Mm-hmm.
Upkeep. Draw a card.
Be like, let me check these Spellseeker lands.
Mana Confluence.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd like to cast Dark Ritual.
Dark Ritual's go with me.
Pass priority.
I also pass priority.
All right.
Should have got a mental misstep for that Spellseeker.
Good man. Look at you, the way you keeping track of your lands. The cups. He has the island cups. Okay. We ain't playing.
Yep. We'll get a blue. We'll use 2 of this black. We will lose a life. And I'd like to cast Spellseeker.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah, this is a
ow.
card. This is a real serious card. I will be passing on Spellseeker.
All right, he used the black to make Dark Ritual, then the blue, so he got a black floating.
I have no response.
Yep.
I have black floating.
Yo, Black
Is
Flood.
Spellseeker good?
Spellseeker. Yeah, yeah,
Spellseeker's good. Yeah.
All right. Triggers. I'm going to stack INALLA below Spellseeker.
Yeah, bud.
Yep.
Spellseeker trigger. I'm going to get a Pact of Negation.
Ooh, he's going for it. Or he's going. Wait.
Oh no, that's the combo. It's one of them unless you can stop.
I do
Yeah.
not have anything.
I am going to respond with my Spellseeker. Spellseeker's resolved INALLA trigger on the stack.
Yep.
I'm going to cast Culling the Weak with my floating black mana, sacrificing a Spellseeker.
That's the loop. Yeah.
I have no black mana floating. Spellseekers in the bin.
Yep.
I
So
have no response to Calling the Weak.
I also have no response.
All right. We good? I got
Mhm.
4 black mana. I
Mhm.
have a Annulled Spellseeker. Okay. So I can. Are we F6? Should I rush through this, or are we playing this out slow? I'm perfectly fine doing it either way.
Play it out just for stream, please.
All right. Okay.
yeah, I know the
That's
combo.
perfectly fine.
I do not have
this is
anything.
my Hey Listen Spellseeker.
Cam, was that your first or second 7?
This was my first 7. First 7.
First 7? Man,
Yeah.
when you just have it all.
So the thing is I looked at it and I wasn't 100% sure. It actually was kind of hard to determine what I was going to do, whether I was going to try to go for it. And because we have JORN STAX here, and we had a Vamp Tutor and then an Imperial Seal, it just seems like it's a good time to go. All right. So at this point, my my Hey Listen. I am going to go get an Unearth. This is one of the hands that you just can't deal with unless you have free counters. I will.
Oof. Should have got the misstep off with Spellseeker.
I would like to cast Unearth.
You do have to. Yeah, I was gonna say you have to.
Yeah.
Declare
Targeting
target.
Spellseeker.
Yep.
If that resolves, stacking INALLA trigger below Spellseeker trigger. Going to get Burnt Offering. Can I shortcut this and also get Finale of Promise at the same time with my second trigger?
That's fine.
I'm fine with that.
Where did Burnt Offering go?
Oh, where could it be?
But this flame's so short and its smoke so tall. All right. Here we go. These are in hand.
Okay.
We have a Spellseeker and we have 2 Hey Listens.
You looked for 2, so you paid for 1, right?
I paid for 1. So I had 4 mana from Culling. I used 1 for Unearth. I used 1 for the second Spellseeker.
Perfect.
So I have 2 black floating at this point.
Okay.
I'd like to cast Burnt Offering. Sacrificing Spellseeker.
Yeah, buddy.
Adding 2 red and 1 black. I would like to cast Finale of Promise. X equals 1.
Here it is.
Go me.
Finale of Promise. Targeting Unearth and Culling the Weak. We are going to Unearth, targeting Spellseeker. Then we will cull it. But let me actually just go through this. Do I have to cast them right away, or?
Yeah, that's literally what I was just looking at. If you, let's see. Yeah, I think you have to cast them right away. You may cast up to 1 target instant card.
Yeah, okay. So culling sacks one of these dudes, adds 4 black.
Yeah.
Just gets exiled.
Yeah.
Unearth, returns Spellseeker. I have an INALLA trigger underneath the Spellseeker trigger. Unearth is exiled. Finale of Promise does not exile itself.
Can we take a moment to acknowledge how dumb INALLA Wizard combo is?
Yes, we can. So I am going to Spellseeker. If I can Spellseeker just both in a row, I will pay for the INALLA trigger. And I'll
That's
go
a
get
question.
both of them. Yep.
Your Finale of Promise. You got 2 cards.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
One is
and/or.
sorcery and one is an instance.
You may
Sorcery
cast
is
up to
Unearth
1
instant.
and or up to 1 target sorcery. Okay, perfect. I just wanted to make sure I understood.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I had 5. I'm going to pay for the INALLA, so I've got two searches to grab. I'm going to be getting Entomb and Reanimate.
Okay. And then this goes for the blue flicker dude, right?
I am going to get Archaeomancer.
Yeah,
And then that gets me the loot.
Okay.
All right. Now I would like to cast Entomb. I would like to go get an Archaeomancer.
Absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. Your turn 1. You could have. This is a game where you could have won turn 1 before anyone else.
Yes.
How
If I was,
amazing.
no, I could not have.
Oh no, because you had
As I
Gemstone
required
Caverns.
Gemstone Caverns. I could not have won turn 1.
Wow. What a hand. What a hand.
Yes. I would like to cast Reanimate, targeting the Archaeomancer.
Mm-hmm.
I will lose 4.
Christmas came early. Holy crap.
Archaeomancer comes back. I've got an INALLA trigger below it. Archaeomancer trigger is going to target Burnt Offering. Return Burnt Offering to hand. Cast Burnt Offering. Sacrifice Archaeomancer. Add 4 black to my mana pool. pay for trigger. Make a Archaeomancer token. We will use Chuck the Tentacle for Archaeomancer today.
I like it. I like it.
That is going to return reanimate. And I'm just double checking one other thing. By the way, everybody on stream, I do apologize. This loop is stupendously long with all these other things and a lot of shuffling.
I do believe you have the infinite black loop now, correct?
I am not quite there yet. I am very close. I'm going to reanimate set Archaeomancer again, which puts this down to 3. I'm going to lose another 4 life. We have yet another INALLA trigger below this. I am going to get... sorry, my head's kind of being a little weird right now for some reason. Sorry.
Thanks.
I'm going to return Finale of Promise. And I'm going to pay for the INALLA trigger. We're going to return Burnt Offering, I believe that is the other one. Sorry. Yeah, Burnt Offering. Both of these in hand. We are going to Burnt Offering the Archaeomancer again, this time adding another 2 red. And another 2 black. And tune this down here. That's what we're doing. All right, we're just about there. Going to Finale of Promise one more time. X equals 1. We are targeting Entomb and Reanimate as my instant and my sorcery.
Okay.
We are going to Entomb. And Reanimate is targeting Archaeomancer. Entomb is resolving first. Entomb is putting a Shallow Grave in the graveyard.
Remember, Reanimate's not instant.
Entomb is instant. Reanimate is sorcery.
Sorcery, correct. Oh, okay. With Finale, got it.
Yep.
This is all part of another spell resolve.
And now I believe we have a loop.
Shallow Grave in the bin. Entomb has exiled itself due to Finale of Promise. And yes, we are just about at that loop. Let me do that final shuffle and a cut. Doesn't matter anymore. We reanimate, targeting Archaeomancer. We lose yet another 4 life. Reanimate has exiled itself. I am down to 27. We dump this INALLA trigger below Archaeomancer, and I would like to present a loop.
I'll meet the loop, but
I return Burnt Offering with the first Archaeomancer. I then sacrifice said Archaeomancer for 4 black. I then use one of said 4 black. Actually, so here. For 4 black. I then use one of said 4 black to make the INALLA token. And the INALLA token returns Shallow Grave. I can then cast Shallow Grave, getting an addition with 1 additional black left over, which will return Archaeomancer, which will target Burnt Offering. I will be in the same place as I started with a Burnt Offering in hand and Archaeomancer in play, and more INALLA triggers. This will create an infinite number of INALLA tokens, as I'm creating an additional mana, an additional INALLA token with each loop. They all have haste, and they are 1/2s. I would like to present that loop. Can I shortcut that, please?
Certainly.
I'm okay with
Good
going
me.
with tournament shortcuts,
I would
yes.
like to move to my combat step,
Sounds good.
where I would like to kill all of you.
And
Yeah.
death.
R.I.P. me. You see
Good
what I mean?
Oh, man. So good.
Sometimes you just have it all.
The nuts was, if there was interaction, I had Exhume for a turn 2 try.
Jesus.
Fluster in hand. Had Fluster, Demonic Consultation, and Vampiric Tutor.
Jesus.
I had Demonic Consultation, Lindell's Vault, And
I actually had
a wrist study
Mox
My
Opal.
draw was mental misstep. No way.
on the
Oh,
top. Yeah, my draw
So
was a wrist study.
this hand, and I actually had tutored for Dockside, so I was like, okay, and I can make a lot of mana. I was going to tutor, Will, Adnos, and go for game for turn 2.
Good
Yeah.
that is
showing.
Wow.
the stupid part of INALLA and Spellseeker, because you need Spellseeker plus 1 black and 12 life, and you win.
And you win. You just win.
Yeah. It,
Good night.
and if you have 1 extra blue on top of that, you can win outside of combat by casting INALLA. And just tap all
Yeah.
the wizards.
That's so good. So
This is-
good, man. Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
You want to know
Excellent
some
job.
history with my? This is the second time on live stream I got a turn 1 INALLA combo to my face. It's twice that it's happened.
Hey, I mean,
Oh.
we have on the channel the recording of Pongo winning on his first turn 1 with
Yeah, it was-
Silas Rock.
It was our first gameplay video ever, and it was just seat 1, turn 1, ROG Turbo, just like flipped into the nuts off of a.
Oh, jeez.
He like.
Jessica's will turn 1 off of like an ancient tomb
Yeah, and he.
and something else.
Yeah,
his
and so
LED, he had LED peer into the abyss and had fast mana in hand or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
Something
God.
silly.
Oh, God. That's terrible. Like, gee.
Yeah, it's our very, very first gameplay video. It's a good time. It just like Sick and I spend like 20 minutes like setting up all the decks. Like Cobble is going second, was going to be playing like Kenris STAX. We were like, oh, it's going to be a really interesting pod. Nope, he just had the nuts.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes you just get it, and
Yeah.
you get lucky.
it do be like
It's
that.
the nature
sometimes.
of 100 card singleton.
Hey,
Yes,
question.
indeed.
Question. How nervous were you for like a Force of Will countering the Spellseeker?
Incredibly. Like, so sorry. The issue is so that, I mean, that's why I got Pact of Negation, was because I had Burnt Offering in hand, and I was, once Spellseeker resolved, I knew that a Spellseeker resolved, I had the out of just trying to exhume it next turn.
Yeah.
And I could try going again. But if Spellseeker resolved, pretty much the only thing that I was worried about at that point was mental misstep. And
There's-
Pact,
oh, man.
just the downside is that if
There's two mental
Pact
missteps.
happens and I just lose the game on my second turn. Yes.
Right.
Yo,
But that is the nature of all in.
yeah.
You
Oh
risk
my
it for the
God.
biscuit.
Yeah.
Love it.
I honestly, I did not see it coming. Like, I did not see. Like, I thought there might be like a couple plays, but I honestly wasn't thinking like, okay, it's turn 1. Because I haven't seen a turn 1 play in a long time. And I was like, okay, well, I have Fluster back up. Like, I can pretty much fight everything on from turn 2 going forward. And then,
Yeah.
I
So
think also
just
I
had
have something else higher playing against INALLA. You probably don't ever want to tap out for a Spellseeker because you actually give INALLA more win lines with like
Yeah.
Phantasmal Image.
yeah, you give Phantasmal Image as 1 mana cheaper going off.
Yeah.
that makes a lot
Yeah,
of sense.
so
I've
it's
seen-
possible that like if it was like a Phantasmal Image no Gemstone Caverns hand, that would have also been a win there.
That gross. Absolutely disgusting.
Well,
So sad.
that about
Yeah.
wraps things up for us here. Thank you all for tuning in to our triple header here on the Mind Sculptors. We're going to be doing this every Saturday until the end of the season. So, like I said, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on those notifications so you never miss an episode, never miss one of these games as they're coming out. And there will be some updated stats going up if you want to check out in the link tree in the description. There is the conference tab, and that will show you what the conference standings look like right now. And right now, looks like Sage at 2-0 is kind of running the Western Conference. So looks like Cam picking up that win helps him out in the Pacific. But
Mhm.
with that, I appreciate all 4 of you. Thank you for taking time out of your day to play in the league, and we will see you next time.
See ya.
All right, ready.
Bye,
See you guys.
everyone.